We're here to bring a new type of news show.
New insights, new styles, and new topics every day.
We are News Generation.
Bring news just for you. It's Wednesday, October 30th here in Seoul. I'm Song Yujin, and this is News Generation. Today, we're joined by Park Ki-hoon.
Thanks for having me.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
And Lee Won-bin.
Happy Wednesday, everyone.
Happy Wednesday. Now, both are here to speak on behalf of those in their 20s and 30s. Now, it's Wednesday, so we're going to start with our keyword news of the day. Today's keyword is APT. Blackpink's Ros and American singer Bruno Mars' song APT debuted at 8th on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart that was announced on Tuesday local time. This is the highest ranking ever achieved by a Korean female artist on the Hot 100. The previous record was set by Blackpink and Selena Gomez's Ice Cream, which reached 13th place back in 2020. Now, following the announcement, Ros expressed her excitement on Instagram, calling it a dream come true. Bruno Mars also shared her post, saying he was so happy for her. So I want to ask our panelists, what are your thoughts on the song? Why do you think this has become so globally sensational, although it came from a Korean drinking game?
First of all, I would like to congratulate Ros for setting another milestone for K-pop.
Right.
And also thank her for bringing prestige to our country, or so-called 국기선양 in Korean. An interesting point to point out is that the hook of the song is from a Korean drinking game, like Eugene mentioned. This certainly is a wonderful cherry on top of the sweet news that Ros brought, which is almost as sweet as a sundae ice cream. People around the world are not only getting introduced to K-pop, but they're also getting a taste of the Korean drinking game and the drinking culture, where we play fun games with fun melodies. And this also seems to be why the song became a mega hit. This melody of the song is already very familiar to a lot of people, and it's a common game played while drinking. Now, personally, I'm not a drinker, but hold on. This 아파트 game is so common that even a non-drinker like me recognized the melody when I heard the song for the very first time.
Right, and I think this is why international listeners are so into this song, because the melody is simple, it's very catchy, which makes the song really easy to listen. Now, what about you, Hyun? Did you also enjoy this song, APT?
Of course. Like everyone's singing this song. It's just incredibly addictive, and it's really catchy and easy to follow along. But again, like, congratulations to Ros. But look, it's Bruno Mars. It's out of everyone, it's Bruno Mars. Actually, I heard that he actually asked Ros to pitch in 3 songs. So he actually picked out 아파트 because he found it very interesting when Ros explained to him, oh, it's actually like a Korean drinking game. But when I first heard the word 아파트, the first song that popped up was a very old Korean song that my parents really loved to sing in karaoke. It was by Yoon Soo-il. I'm sure Won-bin doesn't know this song, as you can see from his expression.
That song is receiving spotlight again thanks to APT, right?
So I actually sang that song in karaoke as well. But this song is, like I said, super addictive. And the fact that Ros is telling the whole world about Korean drinking games, and this is only the beginning. There are so many different other games that I actually personally enjoy playing while drinking. And it's just showing that it's part of Korean culture. Like when we drink, when we go out to drink with other people, we love to have fun by playing drinking games.
Right.
So one day I'm going to show Won-bin a few drinking games.
Please do.
Into drinking.
I'll be waiting for that day.
Just like Ros here.
Right, so just like you mentioned, hope we can see a second and third version or success like APT. And that was our keyword news for this Wednesday. So we're now going to move on to our main discussion of the day. It's Wednesday, time for our weekly My KStar Pick segment, where we highlight some of the hottest and most trending figures here in Korea. So Hyun, just like last week, can you please introduce us our KStar Pick of the week?
I'm so sorry, but I love you, 다거지. I'm so sorry, GD.
It was okay.
Oh, sorry, that was so embarrassing. Anyway, today's star pick is G-Dragon. I'm sure many of our viewers know this icon who is not just popular within the K-pop scene, but also in the global music industry. Many of his songs, like, 거짓말, big hit songs like from the group Big Bang, and also as a solo artist, will probably start playing in your minds right now. But for some facts that some of you may not have known about G-Dragon, let's take a look at the screen. So his Korean name is Kwon-ji-yong. Yong actually means dragon in Korean. So I think that's how he got his name G-Dragon.
Right.
He was born on August 18, 1988. He's the leader of the group Big Bang, and that has 3 members right now, Taeyang and Taesung. He is 171 centimeters and only 58 kilograms. And along with his parents, he has an older sister who is married to an actor named Kim Min-jun, who is now more commonly known as G-Dragon's brother-in-law, than being an actor. And finally, his MBTI, for those of you who are very interested in this MBTI personality test, it's ENTP, which was actually revealed by Taesung, not by G-Dragon himself.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so that's why it caught on more attention. And I think ENTP is like the debater.
Yeah, they call it the debater. They're very curious and flexible thinkers. So I think this is where G-Dragon's all those creative ideas come from.
I want to be ENTP from now on.
Okay, you
I'm
can
going to
try
change
at
my
least.
MBTI to ENTP.
Okay, you're
your
ENTP
MBTI
from
now?
today.
I have no idea. CUTE?
CUT.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, apologies to our viewers. Anyway, back to G-Dragon. We've picked him for this week because he recently announced a very long-awaited comeback, right, Wonbin?
That is correct. After more than 7 years of his career break as a solo artist, he has unofficially announced his comeback. Now, the reason why we say unofficial is because of the way his comeback was introduced to the public. Unlike most comebacks where singers or agencies publicly promote or announce the release date of this new song, GD has been using his social media accounts to throw very vague leads, so-called 떡밥 in Korean, which means leaked informations about certain news, which are driving his fans absolutely crazy. And I would like to emphasize the expression vague, because when I say vague, I mean very, very vague. To give some examples to help the viewers, a couple of weeks ago, GD posted a plain black screen
I remember that
on his
post.
social media. And however, it was revealed to be a hidden message, actually. Some fans found out that if you adjust the brightness and the exposure of the picture just right, which I really want to know how they found out, it actually shows a loading bar with a 10% on it, and it is surrounded by Roman number signs, 1, 2, and 5. And because of that, a lot of fans were guessing that his comeback date may be on the October 25th, because if you write it down, it's 1025, which could be made with the Roman numbers and the 10%. However, this was wrong, and GD has not revealed any of his songs yet. But honestly and respectfully speaking, I do admire the level of effort that fans put in.
They're
to
just
these,
amazing.
Yeah, finding the hints, or again, 떡밥s. With fans describing GD's method as elegant, sophisticated, and graceful, it seems like his fans are certainly waiting in a state of the calm before the storm.
Right. So as October is almost over, maybe we'll get to see G-Dragon making his comeback next month, which is November. And as far as I know, he is making his appearance to one of Korea's biggest reality shows, which is which is kind of, I think it kind of hints that it's almost here. He's almost going to make his comeback. So for those of our viewers who want to know more about G-Dragon right now, we've prepared 3 keywords that best describe him. So the number 1 keyword is hexagonal artist. What is it, Kyun?
Yes, we've talked about this hexagonal, like perfect hexagonal human, where the ideal type among many young people, it has to meet the 6 criteria. It's starting from like looks, occupation, education, family background, personality, and wealth. That's a lot,
Right.
But GD, a lot of people refer to GD as the hexagonal artist, as he fulfills all the requirements of a complete musician. Not only is he the leader of a group, he's the main rapper, lead dancer, and sub-vocalist. And after tasting success as Big Bang, he went on to taste more success as a solo artist, as you can see on the screen. The public always knew him as a talented dancer and a rapper from a young age, but he's also the main producer, believe it or not, of many of the hit songs he has made so far. And obviously, one of the mega hit is 거짓말.
Your favorite
that's only
song.
the beginning, yeah. But there's so much more. The list goes on, and the song you can hear right now as well. But he actually wrote and composed this song at the age of 19.
So when he was in high school?
Exactly. I don't know what I did when I was 19.
I don't remember either.
Anyway, plus, for over 15 years, he has never missed topping the music charts as a group, unit, and a solo artist. And he's the only singer to achieve this milestone in the Korean music industry so far. And also, many of his songs that he produced and wrote were the ones that actually topped the charts. So I think it's just an incredible achievement.
Right, he has been building a remarkable career. No wonder he's called the star of the K-pop stars. But his all this career and his stellar career success didn't come in a very short time. GD actually has a very long career, which kind of leads to our second keyword, which is child musician. So, Wonbin, please explain to our viewers.
Thank you, Eugene. Like Eugene mentioned, GD is very well known for having a long trainee period before his debut, spending over 10 years as a trainee in SM and YG, which are the two of the most major entertainment agencies in Korea. GD's mother actually recognized his talents at an early age and took him to various auditions and competitions as well, which actually sounded quite similar to Justin Bieber's career because, you know, he sang Baby at like when he was 10.
Very young age.
When he was a
Very
baby.
young age. Yeah. And thanks to having a head start in his career compared to most artists, GD has begun his legacy in front of cameras as a child. Furthermore, he participated in music at the age of 13 as a rapper, and that is also the time where he started to take music composition classes. This allowed him to have a surprisingly long career, considering his age, because his major debut to the public was in 2006 in Big Bang, which was 18 years ago already. However, technically speaking, his career actually began in 1994.
So 30 years ago.
Yeah, as a child dancer in a Korean TV show.
Wow.
Yeah, like Eugene said, this stretches his career to 30 years. And considering that he is 36 years old in 2024, I think it is safe to say that this type of career is unheard of.
Right, an unprecedented career, especially for those in the K-pop industry. Now, when talking about GD, this is one thing that we must talk about or shed light on. It's not only music, but it's also fashion. So our third keyword for GD is fashion icon, right?
You're so right. We cannot leave out the word fashion when we talk about G-Dragon. Not only is he an artist, but he's a fashion icon. And in 2016, he was honored as the first ever Asian male as the ambassador of Chanel. And who doesn't know Chanel?
Right.
So this historical event paved the way for so many different Korean artists to be named ambassadors to high-end fashion brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Christian Dior, and even Fendi. And then the list goes on. This momentum moved further to Korean actors and actresses wearing these luxury brands in red carpets, like representing and promoting both Korea and the brand in major events. This was only possible due to his fashion sense from a very young age. Even from Big Bang's debut, he wore high-top sneakers and the beanie as well. And first, it was a big sensation. First, I thought, I was like, what kind of fashion is that? But next moment, I see everyone wearing the same type of shoes and his outfit that he wore on stage. Not just that, as you can see, his sunglasses, his funky hairstyle, to even his, what's it called? Smoky
eyes.
Smoky eyes that he just trended. And I thought, what is that? But then, like I said, next moment I was following his makeup as well, but really couldn't follow him to his standard. Anyway, and also this movement even made Nike reach out to him first to do a collaboration with GD to make sneakers, which were sold at extremely high prices, and it became so rare that people actually bought it and resold them
at
a higher price, and people would actually buy that. And I was thinking, it's Nike, but it's being sold at but it's being sold at like extremely high prices, and I thought this is a power of G-Dragon.
Right.
It's only something that G-Dragon can do, and of course he's a Korean artist. So I'm proud to be Korean.
Yes, we are, indeed. Now, as G-Dragon approaches 20 years since his debut, he holds a special place in the hearts, especially of our generation, because many of us grew up watching him evolve into this megastar. I personally still remember when G-Dragon first debuted. It was 2006, and I think that I was second grade at the time, but I still remember how much I was surprised while looking at Big Bang's debut because they were huge and they had so great music. So now let's take a moment to hear what people from our generation think about G-Dragon.
엄청 창의적이고 시대의 아이콘이라는 생각이 많이 듭니다. 데뷔했을 때부터 패션에서도 그렇고 음악적으로도 되게 우리나라 문화에 많은 영향을 미쳤다고 생각을 하기 때문에 GD 같은 아티스트는 저는 없다고 생각하거든요. 정말 독보적인 존재고 연예인들 중에 연예인이라 해야 되나? 그 정도로 음악성도 탁월하고 패션 센스도 있고 또 춤선도 저는 굉장히 예쁘다고 생각을 해서 대한민국 남자 솔로 가수 중에는 앞으로도 나오기 쉽지 않을 정도의 아이콘이지 않나라고 생각합니다.
MZ 세대한테는 약간 역사적인 아이콘이기도 해서 나는 K-팝의 열렬한 팬이 아님에도 불구하고 지드래곤을 약간 히스토리컬 아이콘으로 기억하고 있고 그래서 초등학생에서 중학생일 때 그때 GD랑 빅뱅이 피크였던 걸로 기억하는데 그때 GD가 뭐 스키니진을 입고 나오면 그게 유행이 됐고 뭐든 하여튼 GD가 하면은 다 사람들이 따라 했었던 걸로 기억을 해요.
어떻게 보면은 지금의 BTS가 있기 전에 약간 Big Bang ran so BTS could or Big Bang walked so BTS could run 약간 이런 느낌도 난 가지고 있어. 그리고 이제 그랬던 그룹의 리더이자 작곡가이자 프로듀서이자 그거를 혼자서 만들어낸 것 같은 그런 느낌도 있고.
지드래곤 워낙 뭐 2000년대 중반부터 거의 엄청 혜성처럼 나타나서 굉장히 우리나라 K-팝의 혁신을 불러온 그런 선구자 같은 그런 느낌이 있는 것 같습니다. 뭐 음악이면 음악, 뭐 패션이면 패션, 기존에 볼 수 없었던 어떤 그런 것들을 지드래곤이 많이 이렇게 좀 차용을 하면서 그런 것들을 팬들에게 좀 선보이면서 굉장히 큰 반향을 불러일으켰다고 생각을 합니다.
Right, so just by looking at these interviews, we can see how much of a big star G-Dragon is, especially to our generation. Now, even though he's taken a 7-year hiatus from music, G-Dragon has still managed to stay in the spotlight by venturing into a brand new career this year. This was announced this year, so Ki-yoon, could you please tell us more?
Yeah, I was very surprised to see G-Dragon. I think this was 1 or 2 years ago. He attended this big tech event. I think it was CES in Las Vegas. And I thought, why is he there? But there was a reason. The Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, otherwise known as KStar, announced G-Dragon as the visiting professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering last June. The reason was this appointment was made to promote the expansion of the global competitiveness of Korean culture by applying the latest scientific technology developed from KStar to K-content and the cultural industry. So he's becoming a pioneer of Korean culture in a different way by implementing, science and technology. So, look, there's so much to talk about.
He's expanding his reach.
He is, so like in different areas as well. And whatever he does, it just becomes like a phenomenon and a sensation. So, yeah, I like to see his more performances spread out in different areas moving forward.
Right, and I mean, it's great to see him starting off a new career, but now he is once again ready to make his highly anticipated return as G-Dragon, the artist, singer, with new music dropping soon. So once again, here's what our generation would like to say to G-Dragon ahead of his comeback.
일단은 아직도 안 믿기고요. 진짜 나올 때까지 봐야 알 수 있을 것 같은데 너무 진짜 기다렸던 순간이고 사실 다시 복귀할까 말까 정말 고민도 많았고 이게 될까 싶었는데 돌아온다니 너무 반갑고 어떤 노래든 전 즐길 준비가 됐었으니까 빨리 나왔으면 좋겠습니다.
그 7년이라는 공백기가 있었어도 거의 그러니까 현역 아이돌이 아니라 그냥 인스타그램에서 개인적으로 뭐 그냥 신발 대충 찍어서 올려도 그게 트렌드가 됐던 사람이기 때문에 지금 7년 후 컴백을 해도 무조건 나는 성공은 보장돼 있을 거라고 보고 약간 박재범 씨처럼 그래서 컴백이 일단 성공 가능성은 보장되어 있다.
I'll be on the lookout. I'll definitely give it a listen, and I encourage others to do the same, I guess.
공백 기간이 상당히 길었는데 이번엔 또 어떤 새로운 음악과 어떤 새로운 컨셉을 가지고 나올지 굉장히 기대가 됩니다.
Right, so all these heartfelt messages and warm messages of support for G-Dragon's highly anticipated comeback. Now, wrapping up our discussion today, I want to ask you guys, what are your thoughts on G-Dragon? Is there anything that you'd like to add after our episode today?
Well, it's always exciting to see the OG stars come back to the playground after a long break. I'm especially more keen about GD's comeback coming very soon because compared to the past when he released his last solo song, K-pop culture and Hallyu culture has become a world trend
Right.
compared to a few years ago, like Ki-hoon and Eugene always mention on Newgen. And I hope that GD can really set another record or history for the K-pop and Hallyu culture. And with all the current artists pioneering the way of Hallyu to the world, such as Rose and BTS and New Jeans, it is exciting to imagine how GD will perform alongside with him as well. And another note to add of how incredible his comeback is after having a long break is that he is planned to be collaborating with YG's girl group Baby Monster.
Oh, right, the rookie girl group.
Yeah, the rookies. And thus, a very fun fact is that more than half of the members from Baby Monster are actually born after
Right.
GD's debut
After
as Big Bang in
2006.
2006. So that's another fun part to notice when you enjoy the music in the future.
Right, so we can definitely see the past and present and future of K-pop
That's
through
right.
their collaboration. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Kyun, or no?
No, I think it's great to see artists like G-Dragon perform for such a long time. It's not easy to maintain that status for
decades, 30 years.
30 years.
30 years,
So
decades.
in one of his songs, the lyrics, it says, try living a day of my life. You know, it doesn't say, it's not all like, you know, sunshine where like living like a star is not easy. And I can tell why he can say that because he started from such a young age. He's taken all the steps you need to become a big superstar. It just didn't happen like all of a sudden. He went through all the training processes and he knows how it feels, what it takes to become a global superstar. And that's why I think he's still there. You know, compared to, you see a lot of superstars who shine just for that moment and then they kind of just die down. But
Right.
he's still there, you know, despite his age, and people still love him for his past, present, and of course his future as well.
Right.
So I'll be looking out for his new album as well.
Right, we'll be looking out for your new album, G-Dragon. And that's all from NewsGen today, but we'll be back tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Korea time. Special thanks today to Park Ki-hoon.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you. And Lee Won-bin.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. We are News Generation.